a month ago, the Speaker of the House, Nabil Berri, he called USA and he called the United Nations, telling them and showing them maps and plans and proving that the Israelis are trying to steal our oil.
I've had these conversations in Israel. They are developing a couple of their fields that are significantly south of the border, even of the southernmost claim line that Lebanon has. Those fields are further away. There are fields that are closer that I believe both Lebanon and Israel should be able to develop, but as long as there isn't a resolution to the status of the boundary or of the separation line, they can't be developed. At the moment, it is my view that Israel is not developing fields that have reservoirs that are across the border into Lebanon or even into disputed areas.
How do you know? Did somebody detect it, or they told you this and you believed them?
The only company that's drilling in Israel at the moment is an American company called Noble Energy, and I know where they're drilling, I know the reservoir, I'm familiar with the geology, and I can tell you that I do not believe that there is those reservoirs are crossing into the Lebanese waters.
Karish is the one that's really closest to our borders.
Karish is a field that has not been developed. In fact, it is a field that the government has recently discussed the opportunity or the potential to mandate the owner of that field, the licensee of that field, Noble Energy and its partners, to divest, to sell. So there's actually been no activity on Karish at all. Nobody has actually drilled in Karish, and I don't expect any activity in Karish anytime soon.
Even Tamar is more dangerous to Lebanon than Karish. That is, they can also steal our oil.
So first, I believe that geologically and technologically that is not possible. And Tamar is being developed, and I'm familiar with the field. I don't believe that the Lebanese people have anything to worry about that field.
You're here to try to work on the Lebanese-Israeli conflict at the time that we have our inner conflicts in Lebanon concerning this issue. How do you think this will be resolved?
Instead of looking at what is happening across the border, the more important piece is to come to consensus in Lebanon about how to develop the fields here. Let's drill not where it's politically right. Let's make sure you drill where companies think is the best chance to find oil or gas. And you have to let the companies lead the way, because their expertise will say, look, I'm not going to spend $300 million drilling in a place where I don't think there is gas. So the choice when you have 10 blocks is to tell the companies that have the data, analyze the data for us, and tell us, where would you want to drill? And different companies will have different analysis of the same data. In order for them to be interested, though, you can't have a dispute. Because as long as there are disputes, the companies will say, why am I going to come and make this investment? My only role, I have a very simple role, and that is to offer to make suggestions, to listen to the two parties, and to suggest a way forward that allows for development on both sides of the border in a secure, peaceful way.
You want to secure the borders. How will you do that? Talking? Words? We don't take Israelis' words. You take them more than we do. You trust them, we don't trust them.
Well, we're in a region where trust sometimes is not found in abundance on all sides. It doesn't mean that you stop working. What you don't want is, because of mistrust, that you get to a point where you're hurting yourself. You want to be able to develop these resources. At the end of the day, I think what's happening here in the Eastern Mediterranean, if you look at Cyprus, Israel, and Egypt, this is a great potential opportunity for Lebanon. So I think the focus should be, how do we make this worthwhile for Lebanon? And you don't need to talk to the other side. What you do need is to come up with a set of proposals and ideas that will allow you to move forward.